11. I got 10 here, look 11, 10, look 11.
from
We're all
the guy
11.
I am
11,
help.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Hey guys, Ben African Cichlids here. So today me and Martin get ready for the auction for Barrie, Ontario aquarium auction that's happening tomorrow. And I'm going to show you a little bit what we did to get ready. So first of all, we got two 10-gallon tanks set up with water, and then Martin catch all the fish, put some decoration in there, catch all the fish and put them in there overnight. We had some sponge filter already ready that were running in other tanks that we can always move around with beneficial bacteria. So yeah, those tanks were instantly set up. Yeah, get all the fish on our list. So we had just a rough list ready here that we put together, and then we have a list already that we pre-filled from going on the website for the brass auction. Brass is Barrie Region Aquarium Society of Simcoe. That's what it means. So this is the fish club. So anyway, on the website of the fish club, they already had the sheet that we can print. Now I put this thing about Martin's business links and stuff on there, just to hide their name and address and stuff like that. Anyway, so that's our list here. So on a list like this, you have to put the Latin name of the fish or scientific name of the fish. Usually you want to put lots of description. So for example, that's zebra oblicata here, so that's a Astetotilapia letis fasciata. We have one bag that is 2-inch, one male and two female, and then we can go down the list like that. Some fish club and auction don't allow you to sell used equipment, but hers does in Barrie. So here we have a 33-gallon aquarium with the lid and all that stuff. So anyway, so that gives you an idea. And then we have some stickers to put on our bag that we print. That's just to advertise our business with the links here. We also have written down on stickers all the name of the fish, so we can put that in the fish bags as we're bagging tomorrow. We get our fish bag ready, our bags of elastic ready, and we also have a bucket here with some water that's already have some conditioner in there, but it's some fresh water, so we can bag the fish in there. And then there's a zero nitrite and ammonia and nitrates. Yeah, so like that, we'll be able to use that water to bag the fish tomorrow. Yeah, because we're on town water, so there is some chlorine in there, so we had to put some dechlorinator. We use Safe, which is the powder form of Seasham Prime, which actually dechlorinate the water, and then it also makes, I don't know if you can, it's gonna zoom there. So that detoxify the nitrate and nitrate, also detoxify ammonia. I should have written it down here, but anyway. So because of that, putting that stuff in there the day before, usually it detoxify everything for about 48 hours. So everything, like even if the fish do anything in the water, they won't make it toxic for themselves while they're at the auction. They have to sit on the table there in their bags of water for hours. So you want to do everything you can. Sometimes when we send fish to long drive, like if people pick them up and they have to drive a few hours away, then we usually put a drop of methylene blue in there. The trouble with doing that for a fish auction is because it turns the color of the water blue, then it's harder for the people that walk around the auction to be able to see their true color of your fish. So we didn't want to do that this time. So that's why we're just using the clear water. So the main reason why we get everything ready the day before is because we have to get there super early. Because we're a part of the fish club, so we're volunteering to help out. Because everything is organized by fish clubs. So if you don't have auction in your region, well, you probably don't have a fish club. So if you're interested in that, then try to figure out how to get a fish club started, and then you'll be able to plan some auction in your region. But yeah, all this stuff is all planned by volunteer. It's not made to make money. Like, they charge $2 at the door, and it's to try to cover some of the cost to rent the hall. And everybody on the fish club, we're all paying our yearly due, and it's covering for insurance for if something happens to somebody, or if there's something that get damaged in some of the room that we rent to do the meeting or those auctions or something. So if you have a fish club in your region, then join it. Like, you know, like help them out a little bit. Yeah, because you too, you can have auction, you can have meeting, you can have neat thing to learn, or meet other fish breeders or other people in the hobby that are just like you, and they just love everything about it. So yeah, anyway, to go back to getting ready, yeah, so we get ready at well, we have to be there for 7, so we're going to get up at about 5:30, 5 o'clock, because we have to start bagging fish, and then we have to be out of the house by 6:30, because we have like a 20-minute drive to get there. So, and we have to be there for 7 to help set up everything. And then the people are going to come with their stuff for sale and start registration around 8 o'clock, and then the auction start at 10. And then usually it will take like most of the day, so it'll go like far into the afternoon. So, and between 2 and 4 o'clock, that's when we're expecting it to be wrapped over. So I'm gonna explain to you a little bit how the registration form works. So that's for the aquarium from the Barrie aquarium auction. Alright, so that's all the seller information. That's the seller form here. If you're a buyer, you still have to register. They'll give you a number and all that. But anyway, so $2 to get in, and then after that you just fill up your information here. The fish club to cover all the costs. They take 25% of the sale. Anyway, so you put your name, your address, your email, and then here to tell you a little bit how to do it and stuff. So all of those letters here are gonna be tables. You can have as many sheets as you want and bring as many stuff as you want, but you can only, each sheet you need to have one thing per table before you can have another sheet and have a second item per table or a third item per table, and you need to fill up all this. Because they want to try to make it as fair as possible and spread all of the seller stuff all the way across, so you don't just have one seller for there that's selling all of his stuff right at the beginning, and everybody, like, you know, the last guy that comes use at table V and all of his stuff is there, and you have to wait for the whole auction, and it might or might not have everybody still left over that wants to buy stuff there. So that wouldn't be fair. Like that, it's fair. Everybody has stuff on every single table, so that's how they make it pretty fair. So you want to write all your items, size of fish, description. You want to write the Latin name or the more specific name. of the fish, and then if you have a minimum bid here, so let's say for the aquarium we wouldn't want to have less than $10, and that's what we would write here. But sometimes it's better to just leave that open and let people do the bid as they want, because sometimes you'll see the price will drop a little bit at the beginning because nobody knows if they should bid on it, and the first person start bidding and then everybody else follows and then it goes higher. So yeah, what we're taking this for is more advertising for Martin's Amazing Fish Room. So that's where we're gonna have our stickers and stuff, and yeah, we don't really care how much we make for the fish, but hopefully we do good. But we'll show you that tomorrow or in the next video. I don't know if I'll separate them or not. Alright, the bags are poly bags. They're 2mm thick. The one that we're using, because they're for cichlids, is 8 by 20. Yeah, then yeah, we buy that by 1,000. And then to bag the fish for an auction is usually like a quarter water, 3/4 air, maximum a third water, and then 2/3 air. You don't have to double bag the bags, but we're always double bag all of our stock that we ship or sell to customer. Like that, if something happened and one bag is leaking, the water cannot go nowhere, so it doesn't leak all over the place and the bag don't get totally empty. Okay guys, so that's the morning of the aquarium auction today. Everything's getting set up. It's 9 o'clock. There's still an hour to go before the auction starts, so I'll show you a little bit how we're set up here. So we have the stage with our speakers, microphones, so that everybody can hear. We ran to the nice big gym here. Lots of chairs to sit around. And then some of the tables are getting set up. Here, that's for we're taking care of the money and the computer for the speaker. So as you can see, there's lots of chairs and places to sit. Those are tables for people that are selling stuff, or a promotional table like Northfin here. We're lucky enough that one of our club member is actually the Northfin rep for our region, and they actually have lots of donation for today's auction. Okay, so when we first get to the fish auction, so we're gonna see those two nice people here, and that's where we have to do the $2 registration. And then what do we get those tickets for?
The tickets are for door prizes, which are going to be like every 2 hours.
Oh, nice. Let's give a little extra incentive to sign in today.
Yes. And maybe more members.
Perfect. And then after that, we're moving into those tables here, which is the registration tables. So there's the bidders table where you're going to get your number after you register your name. And here, that's the seller table. I'm not going to show you that because there's some personal information on there, but that's where you fill up your forms about everything that you're going to sell. And then you're going to match the form to put it on those tables that have the letters here. We're starting to have lots of stuff here. I'll do a little walk around to all the tables to show you what's on there a bit later. Tables are full, lots of fish, lots of used aquarium. Lots of plants. There's also some books, some decoration. Donation by Northfin.
Of our things.
Cover auctions here. Northfin booth. A guy from our fish club that have lots of them for sale. Now this is what happened when you actually upgrade all your tanks for bigger tanks, then some of your stuff get too small. That's a lot of stuff here. Lots of nice books too. Very good supply. And the physiotherapy store that's opening soon. I think she's opening in a couple of weeks or so. She's been building the store for a bit. So those are not auction stuff. They're actually buy them for whatever price they're for.
Most people are very good at the auction.
Alright, the auction just started. And there's some bits there. People are just getting here still, so there's lots of people walking around still looking for stuff.
To number 154. 18B, a newbie's barter eye, 2 in a bag, minimum bid $10. Nice second claim, you can start off at 10. Start off at 10, 10, 10, 10. I got looking for 11. I got 10 here, looking for light, 10, looking for 11. And we're all 11. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And we're all 17. You're good for 16? You're good for 16? Yeah, and we're all 17. Look for 18. And we're all 18? 17, remember? 146. Next up is 13A. We've got
The way it works is that people bring the stuff from the table, and then we have some runners there that hold the bags up when the guy from the auctioner are auctioning the product, and then we try to keep track of the card number. You get a few card number if you want to buy or do a bid, and then
31B,
they know who you are.
Bailey
And then everything
Red,
is
10
cash sale.
cents, minimum bid $5. Let's start off 5.
So we have
Got
two
5,
auctioneers, and then
5
we
here,
have
6.
2 tables set up from each side.
5, look for 6. Anybody else? 6? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're all 10?
Running the computer.
$9.
Cash.
Next item is 14A. We've got a pair of Bellacacina. 10, 10,
So
10,
they go
10,
from
10.
both
Who's in at
tables,
10?
so like that it goes
All right,
faster.
who's in at
To
5?
be able to do some bid, so the auction won't take as
Seriously?
long.
Next
So
item is
we get the
28.
cards here,
Three
let's
panda
go and
flags.
get the
Start
stuff
me
from
off
the
at
next
$6.
table. Just start filling up
Three
this table
panda
again
flags.
to be ready for the next bid on this side.
All right, $5. You're in the 5?
They go get it.
2.
Over there at those tables.
All right, start me. We start off $5 and upper sword guppies, 5 here, number 6. Got 5, number 6, 5, number 6. Anybody else? 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10, 11. And we're all 11, and we're all 11. Sold $10, number 127. Next item is 23A. We've got another bag of Jack Ross. We'll start around $5 for this bag. 5, 5. I've got 5, looking for 6, 5, looking for 6, 5, looking for 6. Hold on at 5.
Not doing this one?
6, 7, 6, look at 7, hold on at 6, $6, 155.
Alright, so what happened today?
So here's what happened. So I sold some fish, I sold a fish tank, and I bought quite a few things. But in the end, I made a profit.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah,
Alright, so good day at the fish auction in
Yeah.
Barrie, Ontario.
yeah.
So after the auction, this is the sheet that you can expect to get. So it tells you what's the buyer number that bought your stuff, which item it was, so which table it was on, and also the price that you get for it, total price you got for your fish, and what the seller got, so what you got, and the cut that got sent, that the club kept, and that cut for here anyway, it's 25%, and then that helped to pay for the room, for the rental and insurance and all that stuff that the club need to cover. So like I said before, it's a non-profit stuff and everybody does that on volunteer. So everything else, like all the costs collected, it's just try to make it so that it doesn't cost anything to the club and the club members to put an event like this together.